Chris Weidman, his coach, was saying he wants one more fight inside of the UFC, and they don't want it to be against the killer of the UFC middleweight division. In fact, they want him to kind of go out there and get a retirement farewell type of a fight against a decently matched opponent. Not an absolute killer. They don't want him to go out there and fight Hamza Chimaev in his next fight in the UFC middleweight division. So my job here today is I'm going to look through and try to find an opponent. If Darren Till was still in the UFC, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to give him Darren Till. I'm going to give him Darren Till at that point. But he's not in the UFC, so we got to find him a decent enough name, but a good win nonetheless, that he most likely should go out there and just, win. We don't want to give him like an absolute no name like Dusko Todorovic that none of the casuals will know and none of the casuals will really care about. We could give him someone from welterweight to move up because there's not a lot of guys here that I'm looking at. Brian Barberena looks like a very, very good retirement fight for him. He's the guy that will accept kind of any fight thrown his way. He was able to beat Darian Weeks, beat Matt Brown, very impressive win, beat Robbie Lawler, very, very solid win. Did lose, top Dos Anjos, ranked, Gunnar Nelson, top 25, Mahmoud Muradov, top 30 in the middleweight division. So he's only losing to pretty legit guys in the UFC's middleweight and welterweight division. He's 34 years old. Weidman is getting a lot older. Barberena doesn't have the best takedown defense. It's a really good matchup for him and a good send-off fight nonetheless. And Barberena would accept it. I mean, he gets a shot at another champion. First Dos Anjos, then Robbie Lawler, now freaking Chris Weidman. He'll accept all of the champions in the welterweight or middleweight division. It'd be a good send-off. It would be a good send-off in my opinion. Barberena is still a decent enough name that some of the casuals will know. So why not Weidman, Barberena, prelims of a pay-per-view, or main card of a UFC fight night. I don't know. Whatever the case may be, but we shall see. What do y'all think about that? Weidman, who should he fight in his final fight in the UFC?